Hello everybody, today is gonna be a different video. Don't mind what I'm wearing, I wear random stuff. So today, I thought, you know what? People know that I have a Quotev, people can go and read it, but some people don't have Quotev or don't like using that format. So they're not gonna hear the stories that I publish with other people. I'm writing one called Is It Love? Dan X-Reader, which is what I'm going to read to you today. So if I mess up a lot, don't judge me. I'm terrible at reading stuff off blank paper. I will fill in the gaps that there is with my personal information that corresponds to me. So basically, I'm the main character of this, just so it doesn't confuse me. Okay, I'm writing this one with my cousin, so if you do have Quotev, go, I think it's follow me. Yeah, go follow me. I'm Emiko Takashi Katshanna, and my cousin is Because I'm a Nerd. Literally her handle. So, let's start with Is It Love? Dan X-Reader, chapter Alone Again. This is in third person. You walk into your house and you shout your brother's name, but there is no answer. You shout again. Maybe they're asleep. You run into the room and no one there. You start panicking and rush around, going place to place, and finally you go to the bathroom. This is a trigger warning. Your eyes fill up with tears as you see your little brother in the bathtub surrounded by dark red blood. You sob at the sight of your little baby's lifeless body and you call 999. Mum answers, you're shaken, and you finally say, I need an ambulance, fast. My brother's in the bathtub, surrounded by blood. Please, help. You drop the phone and hear, Ma'am. But it fades away. You see paramedics trying to take away your sibling, but you refuse to move. They drag you out and you hit your head on a counter. My POV. I wake up on a bed, and I figure out it's a hospital bed. I look to my side and I see a tall doctor standing looking at me, and when he sees me awake, he says, Hey, you're now awake. I sit up and say, What happened? Where's Charlie? All the doctor does is shake his head, and I quietly cry. I started getting tired, and after a while, and asked, When can I go? In an hour. Just have to do one more checkup now you're awake. I nod my head and he walks away to come back with a small woman. Time skip. No one's point of view. Ione was now walking in London to her home, and she bumped into a tall guy with curly brown hair. He then says in a mumble she recognized, Shit. He then apologizes and says, Shh. And she says, Oh, it's fine. She looks up a little and realizes that it's Dan Howell, aka Dan is not on fire. Or used to be. She says in her head, Okay, keep your cool, but all she can come up with is, Oh my lord, you're Dan Howell, your videos about me and my... She choked. Well, did out my brother. She felt tears coming and started to cry softly. He looks at her and just hugs her and lets her cry. To be continued. I'm gonna do 3 chapters. Okay? Next chapter is My Idol, starting with Dan's POV. If you're wondering what POV means, it's point of view. I was walking and me being me, I was on my phone. Then I bumped into someone. I was able to mumble shit and apologised. They then said softly, Oh, it's fine. Then they looked up at me a bit, but didn't have to look far, because she was nearly as tall as me, which surprised me. I mean, I don't see it often. Then I see her realise who I was. Get ready for a shitstorm. She then said, Oh my lord, you're Dan Howell. You've helped me with... Your videos have helped me in my... She choked, but somehow carried on. Well, did help my brother. I noticed the tears swimming in her beautiful blue eyes. Then she started to cry, and me being me, I'm not good with emotions. So I just awkwardly hugged her and let her cry. We sat down on a nearby bench, still hugging. Then when I stopped rocking her softly, there was no more crying, but small sweet snows. I thought in my head that I can't just leave her here, so I carried her bridal style to my flat. Phil was asleep. I was not surprised. It was 11:50 and we'd just come back from our tour, so the jet lag had messed with him a bit, and me surprisingly. So I placed the cute girl in my bed and went to sleep on the sofa in the gaming room, and before I even laid down I was already asleep. Phil's POV. I woke up and looked at my phone, saw the time was 1:22 and decided to get up. I went to the kitchen and got some cereal, and obviously I was out, so I took Dan. Hashtag no regrets. I went back to my room and got dressed in dark blue skinny jeans and a red and black check shirt, even though it was now 1:40. I decided to go to Dan to see if he was awake, but when I opened the door, Dan wasn't there, but a girl was. I went to see if I could find Dan, room to room. I did find him finally in the gaming room on the couch. Dan! I shouted. He jumped. What? I'm up, he said, still half asleep, as I asked quickly, sitting next to him, who is that in your room? Dan's POV. I jumped to hear Phil shouting my name and I say confused and scared. What? I'm up, still half asleep though. Phil sits next to me and asks, who's that in your room? I woke up a bit more alert now. Remembering about her, I rushed to my room, forgetting about Phil's question, and she's not in my bed. I ran through the house trying to find her. Next, I rushed to the bathroom. To be continued. If you're wondering why everything's happening in the bathroom, we have no creativity. Right now this is on hold, and it's been on hold for so long. Due to writer's block. That's what happens when you become a writer, or try to be. Sorry if you can see my double chin. I get very self-conscious about it, so... Okay. Chapter 3. Where am I? My POV. I rubbed my eyes and stood up. I can't remember what happened last night. I looked at the bed and realised it's not mine. I'm terrified. I didn't jump out of the bed and question myself. Did I get laid? I now inspected the bed and realised that it was Dan's bed, and I know I did not get laid. I got to the bathroom and put water on my face to see if I'm dreaming. I wasn't. I sat on the floor and all of a sudden I look up and see Dan, looking dreamy as ever. Dan's POV. I see her sat there looking cute in a random t-shirt and shorts, so gym attire. She looks up and smiles. She realises what she's wearing, what she wore to the gym, and she grabbed a towel. By that I could tell meant, please get the hell out, so I left, but not before throwing her some clothes and knowing she won't have any. She changed and looked adorable. They were my sister's clothes. It was a short cropped t-shirt saying normal is boring. Some skinny ripped jeans, black Doc Martens, a beanie, a Vans off the walls, with a nice choker necklace to finish with a crystal. Oh, and her black bag that she had on her. With her phone. With a case that says, I'm sorry, it's just that I literally don't care at all. So relatable, right? I smiled awkwardly and blushed. She looks so cute. She blushes back and turns away after 2 minutes of awkward silence. She says, I'm gonna go home now. Thanks for letting me stay the night, she says, smiling. Do you want to, I don't know, swap numbers or something, and we can hang out sometime? I say, so nervous. It's obvious. She smiles and says, sure, it won't hurt. We traded numbers and she was on her way home. I offered her a lift, but she said, 1, you don't drive, and 2, it's not that far anyway. I chuckled and said bye, then realising Phil just stood there absolutely confused, so I explained to him what happened, and he said, why does it always happen to you and not me? He was right. Why does it always happen to me? I think to myself, I know her from somewhere, but where? With that thought running around my mind, I go to myself a cruise and scroll through Tumblr for the rest of the day. I finally get home and I'm fangirling about the fact that I slept in Daniel Howell's bed. Then I sat down for food. Then I thought, I knew Dan. I've known Dad as a kid. In high school, and we were best mates. And we also had Dan's sister, Grace Howell, I think, if I remember correctly. Man, haven't fucking spoke to her in donkey's years. Oh, now I remember why. It was after she started dating that douchebag, who is my older brother that abandoned me, Jack. And ever since they started dating, him and his friends ganged up on me every day and did stuff that scarred me forever. With this being quite short, it's only like 10 minutes so far, I'm gonna do another one. Cause why not? Okay, this is just like a little filler on Grace Howell. There's a little picture of her. I'm gonna move the camera a second, just to show her. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but yes, that is Rise. Where? Oh, there. Right there. This is Rise. Sorry for my dirty background and stuff. It's my dad's workstop, my dad's computer. He's not up at the time that I am. Okay, so it says, hey, I'm Rise, and yes, my brother is the Daniel Howell, or as I call him, Dibble. I'm 25 years old and I'm fucking amazing, because guess what? My birthday is 31st of October. And here's the real truth. I met Phil first and Dan brought him back to the house and I was like, oh, hey Phil. Anyway, someone's calling me. Bye. I don't know why she sounded like that, but yeah. This is just like a little short filler, so I guess we can do this one. So it says, well. This is chapter 4. Yeah. Dan's POV. I invited Ione around for dinner because I wanted to introduce my sister to her and hang out more. So I waited on the couch scrolling through Tumblr until I heard the bell ring. I opened the door to see Ione in this amazing Phil outfit, where it's basically jumper saying I speak fluent sarcasm, ripped jeans, my soul was removed to make room for all of the sarcasm, and it says because punching people. Oh, I can't read that. So it's just I speak fluent sarcasm as a jumper and ripped jeans and some more Doc Marten black boots. She looks so good, I blushed really hard. I finally said, you look amazing. She blushed and said gently, thank you, Dan. Phil popped his head in the door and said, what about me? Phil, you are literally amazing, Phil. No one could care less. We started talking about sleeping with sirens, and her favourite song is Do It Now Remember, which is my favourite song too, so I said, no way is that your favourite song. It's mine too. We burst out laughing when the doorbell rang, and before I stood up, the door swung open and there stood Rise, wearing a black heart boob top dress. You know, I'll just show you, because this is too hard to explain. There we go. You see, Rise is a very confident girl, unlike me. So that's why she wears stuff like this, and I wear stuff like this. This is literally what I was talking about. See, I can't read what this says. But yeah. Let's carry on. The door swung open and there stood Rise, looking fucking badass. Ione's POV. The doorbell had rung and the door swung open and there stood Rise Grace Howell. And the first thing she says is, well. if it isn't Ione Elizabeth Jones, here at my brother's flat. Afternoon slag. Hey bitch, she snarled back. Oh, I forgot. Afternoon slag, I growled. Hey bitch, she snarled back. And that's it. So I probably will I may post part 2 tomorrow or some other time, because why not? Oh, and get excited for the 12th of August, because I may be going to Pride in my town, and I may record it, I may vlog it, who knows. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. It was just a little something different. So that's for all. Goodbye, guys, gals, non-binary, dills, does. Not gonna do that. I'm not gonna steal Thomas Sanders' exit. I've been watching too much of him. Literally, he did a video about anime and LGBTQ. Real or fake? I know that was like a while back, but still. Okay. See ya.